When people say that Nintendo's biggest franchise is Mario, I kind of feel like they're just generalizing all of the Mario series across every sub-franchise, including games like Mario Kart. Now, Mario Kart, guys, I think is actually Nintendo's most important game series, and let me explain to you why. I know it seems like a weird pick, but it's the most general entertainment game they have. With Mario Kart being a game that anyone can pick up and play, people love racing games. People don't care about the characters if they're just playing it for the fun, but also there's a whole culture around it. There's the characters everyone knows. Everyone knows Mario, Luigi. Everyone knows these guys. Now, the young kids won't know them as much because obviously not every kid will know who Mario and that is, but they can still learn how to play the game. The game has also got a culture where friendships will end over Mario Kart. Like, people will just stop being friends with someone because they beat him in Mario Kart and hit him with a blue shell or whatever. And that's funny. And I know people will say that might hurt the marketing for it, but I think it actually makes it a lot better. It's a lot better way to market it, as, you convince people to buy Mario Kart, get good at Mario Kart, and then they obviously go against their friends and their friendship might end if they win. And, it's quite an interesting take. Plus, when you look at the latest Mario Kart game that's currently available, which is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it has sold over 67 million copies. Right, this game series, it's no slouch. It is one of Nintendo's biggest draws for a console. And the comparison I'll make here, the original version of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, that game is doing incredibly well for a Wii U game. For a Wii U game, it sold 8 million copies. To put that into perspective, only 13 million Wii U's were sold. That is incredible. About 60% of people who had a Wii U had Mario Kart 8, right? When you look at a Switch, similar situation, over 67 million people have bought Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch. There's about, 150 million Switches on the market, meaning it's less of obviously a comparison, because obviously more units of the Switch are on the market, but it's still quite a healthy chunk of people who have a Switch have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And the appeal of it is quite simple. It's a racing game that is just made to be fun. I know a lot of people will say, oh, but, services platforms like PlayStation have Gran Turismo, Xbox has Forza and whatever, but those games are more sim racing games, and for younger audiences, Mario Kart's genuinely a good idea, because it's got characters kids will recognise, and it's also some of the most popular gaming characters of all time. And also, it's just a fun game. Mario Kart is designed around gimmicks, and each game feels unique, and each game feels different. Whilst you look at other game series like Forza and Gran Turismo, you can only really do one or two of them a generation, within the main series anyway, without them feeling like you're just rehashing stuff, And Mario Kart 8, like, we haven't had to have Mario Kart like new ones, like multiple new ones on every system. Like, every system that's had a Mario Kart game has only ever had one, from what I understand. And that just shows how good the series is, because the uniqueness of these games makes it so you haven't got to worry about, is it going to be outdated in a few years? No. And if you look at the fact that Nintendo released this whole DLC booster pack for Mario Kart Deluxe, shows that they had a commitment to these games. Now, I know the Switch technically had 2 Mario Kart games, because they also had some live circuit add-on thing with like a remote control Mario Kart. That was kind of a cool concept. I don't know anyone that bought that, and I don't think anyone did buy it, but it was an interesting concept. And genuinely, Mario Kart Deluxe is one of the best-selling Nintendo games, and I think this has also set them to have high standards for Mario Kart World, because Mario Kart World doesn't sell well, it'll be a shock, because Mario Kart is probably Nintendo's most general system seller. You can bundle Mario Kart World with Switch 2 and it'll probably sell gangbusters. And that's what they're doing, because they know this game has an appeal to an audience. Nintendo fans of Mario Kart, and even people that aren't huge on Nintendo games, will probably still enjoy Mario Kart, largely because it's just a fun game. It's fun with friends that you can just spend some time with, hang out, try to outdo one another. And also, let's be fair, if you're having a fight with your siblings, it's probably the best way to get the aggression out without anyone getting hurt in real life, until you get a controller thrown at your head. But, that's just how this game is. This game is just generally fun, it's entertaining, and it deserves its reputation as being one of the best Nintendo game series. And also, I feel like people need to just consider this as separate to the actual Mario series, because to me, this feels like it's more than just Mario. It feels like it actually stands own as its own game, its own world, and its own series over what we see with Mario. Because obviously, stuff like Paper Mario and that is this is just isn't this, it's similar to the normal Mario. Mario Kart to me feels completely different, and it feels like this is generally a series that should count on its own merits. And I genuinely think if you stacked up, if you took the Mario Kart sales away from the main Mario Kart, away from the main Mario series, and compared them, Mario Kart's probably on the same level. Like, that's just how crazily popular Mario Kart is, and that's just my take. Anyways, let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think Mario Kart is Nintendo's most important series? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you're new, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. I've been EC, and I'm signing out. Peace.